Into the Spider-Verse is the newest Spider-Man movie, except this time, it's an animated film. Miles Morales lives in present-day New York City when being bitten by a spider that gives him powers similar to those of Spider-Man, forcing Miles to join together with other heroes like himself from separate dimensions to take on a common threat. When I first saw the trailer for Into the Spider-Verse, I was very confused with what this movie was trying to go for and what it was trying to be. And this comes from a diehard fan of the Raimi, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. Those are some of my favorite films of all time. But I did hear great reviews about Into the Spider-Verse, and I figured I may as well go to the theaters, watch it, especially considering that I am a major fan of the character Spider-Man as well as Peter Parker. Leaving the cinema, Into the Spider-Verse is one of the best animated movies I've seen in theaters in quite a long time. Into the Spider-Verse is about on par with Coco from last year, if not a better film. There are plenty of reasons for that, and I have so many positives in my notes. I don't think I'll be able to crunch all of these notes in the span of 3 to 5 minutes. It's not gonna happen, but I'll try my best. Let's begin with the animation for Into the Spider-Verse. The animation for this film is unlike anything I've seen before, and it's very special. The best way I can describe it is by saying it's 2D/3D with comic book vibes everywhere. To say the least, the animation style is a remarkable achievement, and I would love to see more animated films in the future that use this same style. Beyond just the beautiful animation, there are references upon references to other Spider-Man movies, which I absolutely love. The story is interwoven with other Spider-Man stories from the past, like in the Tobey Maguire movies, as well as the Andrew Garfield movies. They changed things up, but I thought that was so cool how they went about the plot for this movie and how the characters and their backstories came into play. Like many Spider-Man movies from the past, Miles Morales as Spider-Man in this film feels very relatable, a human being just like us, which is great. I love it when a film can make the main hero feel very human and just like us. Do I even have to go into depth about the action in this movie? I don't think so, but I will say this might just be the best animated action movie ever put on screen. Which says a heck of a lot because The Incredibles, I think, is another great action animated movie, but this one does it even better, I think. Not only, though, is Into the Spider-Verse an action animated movie, it's very heartfelt. There's a lot of backstory thrown in there about Miles Morales and what he goes through, his connection with his uncle, and he doesn't feel the same way about his parents. He's not as close to them as he is with his uncle. Into the Spider-Verse has a heart at its core, a true, pure heart, and just like Coco, I wanted to cry during some scenes in this movie. It really did grab my heartstrings. Another thing this movie did well was catch me off guard. There is a twist in the movie, and I did not see that coming. So props to the makers of this film. They caught me off guard, and that's really hard to do. Most of the time, I'm able to tell what's going to happen next, and I can predict everything. Though when I say that, I mean with animated movies. The humor in this film was so great, one of the funnier movies of 2018. I found myself laughing a plethora of times, and the after credits scene, please stay for that. That was truly hilarious. I could not stop laughing. My final positive for Into the Spider-Verse is the soundtrack. This is one of the best soundtracks of this year, and I think it goes right next to Black Panther. These two soundtracks go hand in hand, are very similar. Overall, Into the Spider-Verse is a mind-blowingly great movie, something I would have never expected after watching that first trailer. The only thing for me that keeps this movie away from perfection is how they never explain the motivation of one character in particular. Something happens and you're waiting for an answer. Why did you do this? It doesn't come, and I was like, alright, well, I guess we'll never find out. But nonetheless, I love Into the Spider-Verse. This is easily one of my favorite movies of the year, and one of the best animated movies I think ever made. I'm giving Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse a 95%. I will repeat it again. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is one of the best films of the entire year. If you love Spider-Man and Marvel, you will love this movie. You will glamour over it. And if you're not a fan of comic book or Spider-Man movies, I think you'll also find yourself enjoying the heck out of this movie. It's so entertaining and does pretty much every single thing right that you could do with a movie like this. For those of you who also saw Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse over the weekend, be sure to let me know down below in the comment section what your thoughts are of it. But if you have not seen it, I highly recommend you do. I have a few more movies to see this week, including The Mule, Aquaman, Bumblebee. Those reviews will all be coming out very soon. As always, if you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.